Okay, I have a riddle. What has 3 homes but is never lost? Uses 1 key to open every door and knows your virtual machines better than you do? Well, the answer is the March 2026 Launch Roundup. So, mount up those volumes and let's get into it. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Everpure Launch Roundup. Yeah, we've changed the name on the building, but Everpure isn't just a fresh coat of paint. It's about moving past static infrastructure to building an intelligent, self-managing data cloud. Think of it as your storage finally growing a brain. And today, we're hitting the ground running with a massive payload designed to kill the bottlenecks in your compliance audits, your identity management, and virtual machine troubleshooting. So let's see what's inside the box. First up, Pure One. If you've ever been stuck in a blame game meeting where the app team swears it's the storage and you're sure it's the virtual infrastructure, well, this is for you. Because VM analytics inside of Pure One just got even more useful. Because we've officially jumped to 30 days of metrics history, up from the old 7-day limit. That means when a developer comes to you complaining about a weird lag that happened 3 weeks ago and they conveniently forget to tell you until today, you actually have the evidence. You can see exactly what was happening across the entire stack, from the VMDK all the way to the array. And to keep your view clean, there's a new per VM collector dropdown so you can filter out the noise. Plus, it's now tied to Identity Access Manager, so you can decide exactly which teammates have access to which vCenters. But you don't even have to hunt for the cause anymore, because we've baked Copilot-powered insights directly into the virtual machine level. So instead of playing Where's Waldo with a month's worth of latency spikes, Copilot literally points you to the culprit and tells you why it happened. But it's not all just about performance, it's also about security posture, and we're bringing CVE Visibility directly into your security assessment. So instead of hunting through separate security bulletins, you now get a unified view of vulnerabilities across both FlashArray and FlashBlade in one spot. It's your single source risk assessment that tells you exactly where you're exposed so you can prioritize your patches and your weekend a whole lot faster. Now let's shift gears to Everpure Fusion, where we're checking off a major request this month by bringing SAML authentication support to both FlashArray and FlashBlade. This is all about standardizing your security and moving towards single sign-on. It brings multi-factor authentication at the provider level and role-based access control mapping to your entire fleet. It also simplifies your daily navigation, allowing for a smoother handoff from Pure One to your individual arrays without needing to re-authenticate as you move between screens. And while that saves you a few clicks, we've got something that's going to save you a few hours. We're dropping a sneak peek of the Everpure Fusion MCP Server. This is the bridge that lets you manage your fleet through conversation instead of code. So you can stop writing scripts just to check on health or capacity across dozens of arrays. Now you just ask the system to find configuration inconsistencies like that safe mode policy that didn't stick. And it even handles the mapping for you, linking volumes and presets to their hosts and apps so you don't have to spend your afternoon cross-referencing spreadsheets. But this is where it gets really useful, is when you combine MCP Server to other workload servers to orchestrate an environment. Let's take SQL as an example. You can use a single prompt to orchestrate the whole environment from storage to host and database all in one shot. And if you really want to lean into that Everpure goodness, you can link it to the Pure One MCP server to go from deployment to deep dive analytics without ever having to leave the chat. And finally, to help you get these features running at scale, we're launching the Fusion Implementation Service, where our experts work directly with your team to plan and automate the rollout, taking you from day 0 to a fully operational enterprise data cloud. But a truly mature cloud isn't just about how you deploy, it's about how you stay online and recover when things go sideways. To do that, we're leaning into some heavy-duty resilience. And with Purity for FlashArray 6.10.5, we're bringing the 3-site architecture dream alive. We've officially bridged the gap by combining ActiveCluster and ActiveDR, so you get that synchronous bond between your local sites, but now it also automatically feeds into ActiveDR for a 3rd site. Usually getting this level of resilience involves a 3-site tax of extra licenses, separate gateways, and a whole lot of ibuprofen. But here, it's native. No extra licenses, no complex gateways. It's really the icing on the cake for DORA compliance, but for the admin, it's just total data peace of mind across 3 geodispersed locations without the 3-site tax. Now, that level of resilience is a win for your core apps, but for the systems running your unstructured data, we're focused on speed and stability. And that brings us to our final stop with FlashBlade. In the past, fixing a critical bug or CVE meant a full Purity OS upgrade. But now, we're delivering on-array visibility and self-service patches, where you get a notification, run a command, and you apply the fix. This is a real lifesaver for dark sites or air-gapped environments, and it's just faster mitigation with zero upgrade anxiety. And beyond security, we're opening up the throttle on performance with 4x100 gig connection downlink support for the FlashBlade S500R2. This update allows for screaming fast connections from each Fabric I/O module. And by activating all 8 ports across each module, you're doubling your lane bandwidth to the fabric. So whether it's a new build or a non-disruptive upgrade, you're maximizing the system capabilities and letting the S500 hit its true peak throughput. So there you have it. All the latest news from Everpure. From 30-day evidence in Pure 1 to 3-site replication that doesn't require a PhD to configure. Now, which new capability are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments down below. And for more updates, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future episodes. And while you're at it, give us a big thumbs up to let us know that this was useful for you. If you're looking to stay connected to Everpure and be the first to know about all of our latest and greatest innovations, be sure to check out the Launch Innovations page as well as Pure 360, all linked below. So thanks so much for watching, and until I see you in the next episode, stay Everpure.